Jesse here with AutoAide, and today I'm going to show you how to properly do your own brakes. The first thing that we want to go ahead and do is go ahead and lift up the vehicle. So if you're not familiar with that, go ahead and click on the link in the description below for a quick little video on how to do that. All right, now we want to go ahead and remove the tire. All right, next step is going to be removing the caliper pins. So we'll go ahead and start with the bottom here. This is a 14 millimeter for me. All right, got the caliper pin bolts out, so we can go ahead and move the caliper up and out of the way. All right, to prevent any damage to the caliper or the brake line itself, we're going to go ahead and secure this caliper by just bungeeing it up and out of the way or putting a wire on it. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the pads, just like so. This has got plenty of life left on it. Really, you want to go ahead and replace your pads when they're about 3 millimeters or 1/8 of an inch left in the pad. Take both off. We're also going to get these clips off here. And now we get to put everything back together. Here we got our new clips. We're going to make sure that we put them on exactly how they came off. We got our caliper pins here that we're going to put and apply new grease on. So make sure that we get both of these. We're going to go ahead and clean them up and apply new grease on several points. All right, now we're going to go ahead and talk about proper lubrication. So we got our grease here, and we're going to apply it on several parts. All right, our pins, just go ahead and apply. You don't have to get crazy with it, just apply a little bit. And then there's a couple points on the pad itself that we want to go ahead and lubricate. The pins here where they connect, and then a little bit where the piston, the caliper piston, is going to meet with the pad. Pins. Go ahead and make sure that boot is sitting on there flush to ensure no dirt or debris gets in there. Your lower one. Same thing. Your pad, lubricated, lubricated, lubricated. Do not apply any lubrication on the pad itself. All right. Now we're going to get that on there. Slide it in place. Our back pad. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get our caliper. So go ahead and let that down. Spin it around here, and we can see here is our piston that needs to be compressed. I like this tool. It's a brake pad spreader or compressor. Not quite sure what they call this thing, but it's definitely worth the 40 bucks at your auto parts store. What I like to do is go ahead and get a brake pad, one of the old brake pads in there. Insert this tool right here, and all they're going to do is compress that piston. We can kind of see it compressing right now. So when we slide that back over the pads, we're not going to be bumping into anything. All right, and then the release is up here. All right, now we're going to go ahead and put our caliper back on. Get our bolts. Go ahead and start them by hand. And go ahead and make sure they're tight. And now that we have everything greased up and the calipers back on there, we'll go ahead and throw the tire back on. So now we're going to go ahead and jack up the vehicle to get her off the stands. Go ahead, get your stands out of the way, and lower her down. All right, we've successfully completed one, and we're going to repeat that process on the rest of the 3. All right, now that the brake job is done, we want to go ahead and get inside and pump our brakes. Last thing we want to do is start rolling away with no brakes. Hopefully now you can successfully do your own brakes. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and follow for more.